Hey guys, and welcome back to the Real Talk podcast. My name's Jacob.
I'm Jared.
And this is episode 27. So it's been a pretty quiet week. There have been a couple movie releases, but we haven't actually made it to any because we've been flat out preparing for Comic-Con next week.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to get some stuff, do some recording for a side project we're working on.
Yeah. We don't have shirts or anything coming, do we?
No, they're going to be late. There are going to be Real Talk hats soon. Probably not by Comic-Con, but they are going to come soon. We're working on some stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, there's been a few like rumors and stuff going around, so we'll probably just talk about that, and we'll talk about some stuff we're looking forward to.
Oh, yeah, true.
You right there? Just brain folding?
Yeah. I'm just having one of those days where I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I've been a bit out today.
I have.
You did ruin the edit on one of your videos as well.
That, I am still annoyed by that.
Yeah,
it took me so long to do it. Actually, you haven't seen...
I haven't seen it yet. So you're doing a video review-ish on the short film based around Jurassic World.
Yeah, so it's the short film, Battle at Big Rock. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. Like, it's good. But I decided to make a video on it, and somewhere along the line, a video must have been saved onto the hard drive, and I couldn't find it, so I just decided to just completely get rid of everything. And I spent all day doing it.
Yeah, editing is fun. Yeah, I mean.
Editing.
It's been a bit frustrating. You probably noticed by now there's been a couple things. There was a video review for It, Chapter 2, and a video review for Borderlands 3 came out yesterday with this not so beautiful mug in it. But it's good. We're bringing more videos like we said we would, and we're actually keeping promises for a change.
Yeah.
Which is super rare. What did you just obviously there's going to be a full review on it, but
well, I touched on the idea what they were going on, and because it takes place after the events of the second movie.
Yeah.
And at the end of the second movie, spoilers if you haven't seen it, all the dinosaurs get let out into the world, and they're now interacting with humans. And I think from what I saw in Battle at Big Rock, that the third movie is going to be kind of like a species war between man and beast. So it's I think they're going to be playing on the whole what happens if you put two apex predators together, and like, can they live in harmony, or will they just be trying to or will they be trying to kill each other, trying to get to the top of the food chain? And from what I saw in Battle at Big Rock,
the dinosaurs are winning.
The dinosaurs, well, it's hard for them not to win. They're dinosaurs.
Yeah, true.
But there is a shot. I don't really want to go into it because I want to talk about it in the review, which I'm going to have to do again. I'm going to have to shoot again. Editing, it's great. But if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend going out and watching it. I mean, that's all anybody's been talking about for the past, I don't know, week. It's how long has it been out? It's been out for like a week now.
Yeah, just over a week. Maybe.
Just over a week.
I haven't watched it yet, just because I've been playing Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. You're trying to 100%.
I'm trying 100%. So when Arkham Knight first came out, I got the season pass. I did all the things, and as anyone who's played an Arkham game before knows, in order to get the 100% completion, you have to go around and collect all the Riddler trophies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which, who can be bothered, right?
I never really was.
Apparently I can be bothered. So I'm on 98% now. So I've just beat the Riddler. I've collected all the trophies. I'm just doing the last few outposts and the little bomb missions. Just hoovering some stuff up so that when I get to the very end of the story, I'm pretty sure I'm at the last mission or second last mission.
Yeah.
But I wanna finish it and completely get the full ending straight away. I don't want to finish it, go around and do some stuff, and then get the proper ending.
Yeah.
For those of you who finished, you'll know why that happens, and you never actually reached the end the first time.
No, I didn't reach the end.
This is all new for you.
It is. It is all new for me from where I am watching you play it from now. But when I first played it, I got stuck on a certain bit, and when I get stuck on something on a video game, I either... Because I grew up with two older brothers who, if I like get stuck on a certain part of a video game, I just get my older brother to do it for me. And then they finish it, and then I just take on from there. But they couldn't do it either, so... and then I just got stuck. It was the bit where you have to verse the Arkham Knight in the tank.
The stealth tank mission.
The stealth tank mission.
Which is it's a dumb mission, alright? So Arkham Knight's a great game with a great story and like good character development and all the usual stuff. Yeah. They're not going to spend too much time on it because it came out 5 years ago.
About it, go buy it.
Well, it's free on PS Plus if you're a PSN member at the moment, PS Plus member holder. Just download it, have a play. It's better than you remember.
Yeah, true.
But also the game came out 5 years ago, so I'm not gonna.
Came out 5 years ago.
So I'm not gonna, sit on it for too long. But yeah, the main complaint with that game was that the stealth, doing stealth missions in a tank, which is an oxymoron. It's a freaking tank.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so I'm almost there. I'm just going for the 100% completion, and then when I get to 100%, I will decide whether or not I'm going to do a platinum trophy run.
What's that? What do you have to do for a platinum trophy run?
Get all of the trophies in the game, all the achievements.
I mean, you might as well. You're 100% in the game. You might as well go.
I'm of a mind of if I can 100% complete a game, and still not get like all of the trophies. Yeah. What's the point?
I mean, like
if you can do everything in the game, and still not get the last trophy, what's the point?
You got to keep trying to get that last.
Yeah, but you've got 100%. That's what I'm saying. If you've done everything in the game, and there's still stuff you have to do to get trophies, it's not worth doing.
See, for me, I wouldn't stop playing the game until I got that. If I had like 10 trophies that I had to get and I still 100% in the game, granted, I would probably stop and just, but I couldn't care less.
I platinum Spider-Man. Yeah. And all of the DLC. Okay, I platinum God of War. I platinumed Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah. The point is that in order to get all of the trophies, all you had to do was complete everything, including collectibles. Right. Which is fine. But if you have to do everything, including collectibles, and then do like additional combat challenges and then additional other challenges and all that shit, I'm not doing that. There's no reason for me to try and get 3 stars on all of the challenges. I've done everything in that game. The rest of it is just faffing around. It's filler.
Yeah, fair. But if it were me, I'd want to get that.
You won't even persevere through a hard bit of a game.
Well, that was like... wait. I'm not going to do the quick maths in my brain because I just can't be bothered. It came out 5 years ago. I'm 21.
You'd have been 15.
Yep. I was 15. I got stuck on a bit. And I didn't want to do it because I couldn't care less. But I finished the other 2... Wait, no I didn't. Yes, I did. I finished the other 2 Arkham games.
And Origins?
No. But... Origins was alright. I didn't mind it. But... I didn't mind Origins. It definitely wasn't my favourite Arkham game. But the other 2... For me, it's Arkham, it's Asylum, City, and then Night. Like, to me, like, Origins is its own thing. It can stay on its own platform.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Well, jumping from superhero games to superhero TV shows. Yeah. And then I'll get into movies in a second. There have been 2 specifically, rumours of who's going to play She-Hulk in the new TV show. Now, you know one, and that's Stephanie Beatrice, who plays Rosa Diaz on
now I'm following you.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Look, she clearly plays a badass.
Oh, yeah.
Quite well, so like I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard because you've got to pick someone who can play 2 opposing sides of a personality.
True. But the thing is, I don't really... Like, for me, they can get whoever they want because I was never really a She-Hulk fan. I never read any of the comics or watched any of the TV shows about it.
You got to assume at some point if if these are MCU based TV shows,
Yeah.
you've got to assume that the Hulk will be in it at some point, right? Like Mark Ruffalo.
Oh yeah, he won't shut up about being the Hulk.
Well, he's
You follow him on Twitter, don't you?
yeah. He's also not Mark Ruffalo, but Bruce Banner is. Fuck, I've forgotten the name. The She-Hulk's cousin. Like they're
Right.
related.
Right.
Coincidence.
It's a coincidence.
Yeah, no.
Like, are they like? Is it like a genetic thing now, or
No, I
is it
think she. Asked me to drag some crap from the
If you don't know,
depths
you
of
don't.
my memory. So she was trying to find a cure
Yeah.
for Bruce, and then ended up infecting herself, which is why she has more control over the She-Hulk
Okay.
persona. She's
Okay.
also a lawyer, I think, or some shit now.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
something stupid. Anyway,
Something stupid.
Yeah. I'm not super keen on a She-Hulk TV show. I don't think it
Not
holds
many
its own.
people
Like
were.
I think that if anyone could do it right or well, it's Marvel.
Yeah.
So like benefit of the doubt, I guess.
Yeah.
But the other person who is on the rumor mill to play her, I hated it. Ronda Rousey. That's the correct reaction. It's like they just went, oh, she can fight people, so therefore she can be in a TV show.
Oh, you were so right not telling me.
She can't act. I've seen her in movies. She stands there and she does this exact face.
She's a guy. She tries her best, honestly. Like she's no, she doesn't. Like she's not a good actor.
No, if she wants to be an actor, she can go back to WWE.
Like, true.
Where
was
she also wasn't very convincing.
in WWE.
Yeah.
How can you not be convincing in WWE? You just
So you have to be able to act.
fair. What are you talking about? I thought wrestling was real. No, I'm joking. I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
Do you want us to spend the remainder of this podcast talking about wrestling? Because I can do that.
No, we can make a different podcast about that.
Wrestling is real. Sorry about that, guys. We had a serious audio problem there. We fixed it.
Yeah.
By serious audio problem, we mean we recorded on his phone and his brother rang him.
Yep. Thanks, Nate. Stop pointing at me. Stop it.
No, it's all good. Which is the perfect opportunity to just leave that stupid fucking casting decision behind. Well, it's not even a decision. It's just dumb as shit.
So she's,
It's just
like she
annoys me.
had me. Like I was.
Hello.
Like shut up. She kind of like put the. She kind of like they kind of nailed it into the. You know what I mean? They kind of made it definitive that she can't really act when she couldn't handle voice acting as well. Like when she played.
Oh, when she stuffed up Mortal Kombat.
I wouldn't say she stuffed it up.
I'm pretty sure she stuffed it up.
But she's very monotone. She doesn't really express that much when she.
I've seen trees less wooden than Ronda Rousey in that game.
Yeah, but it's just like there's no emotion in her voice, and there's definitely no emotion in her physical acting as well. So unless she gets like some acting, she gets like lessons, or
just to cover, right?
fair.
She can't emote, she can't gesticulate, and she can't be convincing with her voice.
Yeah.
So when I said she can't act,
She can't act.
she can't act. All right, and that's fine. I can't act either.
I couldn't if She-Hulk is supposed to be a lawyer, as you say. I
Yeah.
can't picture her being a lawyer.
No. Stephanie Beatrice, on the other hand, I could see being a lawyer.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's not that far a jump from police officer to lawyer either. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
The other little Marvel rumor that is floating around at the moment is that Iron Man is already set to make his return to the cinema
Really?
in Black Widow.
Oh, okay.
So apparently, instead of being a prequel, like a full prequel, like we thought it was going to be,
Yeah.
it's actually set between Civil War and Infinity War.
Okay.
And that has allowed them to bring Tony Stark back as Iron Man. Which, while it would make sense to sort of have him around, if he's in it more than like just seen on TV,
Yeah.
or you completely take the punch from Endgame.
Yeah, true.
Like, Endgame should be the
last
last time we see Tony Stark as Iron Man. Bring him
Yeah.
back for like a hologram or like a video or something in 10 years. That's fine.
Yeah.
They're like, oh. Or like, and you can bring him back for like Marvel's What If and the animate
Yeah.
like
But
stuff. Like that
that's
stuff
fine.
makes sense. Like, that's all good.
Yeah.
The rest of it, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Yeah. I think a lot of people were skeptical about when Tony Stark died because they were very. It was either going to be Tony Stark or it was going to be Steve Rogers,
And then it was both.
and then it was both. But I feel like a lot of people came to the conclusion that even if they kill either of them, it's a comic book movie, so they're just going to bring them back anyway because
Yeah,
they can.
I
at this
don't.
point.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't do it.
They
Okay,
really shouldn't.
like it works in the comics. Sometimes, most of the time, it works in the comics. Like X-Men has just done it again.
Have they?
Yeah, so I really don't want to get his name wrong.
Describe them.
No, but he creates. His thing has been creating giant golden balls. And I wanted to call him Ball Man, but that's not right. But they've just explained that they're actually like eggs. Like he's created like
Golden
life
eggs.
orbs is what they are, and a scientist has infused these with the genes of mutants, and that's been able to bring them back. They also hinting they're hinting sort of towards that it's not all quite kosher, and that maybe this isn't the first time
Yeah.
that Xavier and Magneto have done this.
Wait. So, oh. Now I get what you mean.
Because there's I don't know if any of you are reading it, but there's a bit where like Jean and Cyclops and all these people come back.
Yeah.
And Magneto, I can't remember the exact phrase, but basically it's just like, oh, what's up, guys? And you're like he just completely like brushes it off like this is not the first time they brought Jean Grey back to life. Like, so... And there was a line in it also where it hinted that there's been no... I think they said there's been no experiments of projecting the powers and like mind of a mutant into a shell that's not their own, which indicates that one of these people they brought back to life is actually not who that body belongs to. But that's weird. And I mean, while we're talking about comic book movies,
Yeah.
I told you about, well, not movies but comics. I told you this the other day. They Venom and Eddie Brock have broken up.
Oh yeah, you did tell me this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had like a lovers' quarrel because Venom wanted to go kill Carnage, who's
Yeah.
his kid, or sort out his kid, and Brock was like, no, Eddie Brock's like, I'm going to go look after my kid. So they split, which led to Venom finding a new host in the Hulk himself,
Dope.
which is fucking awesome.
And you showed me the concept art for
No, that's
not the
that's a
concept.
panel.
The panel.
So it's like
It's so cool.
Venom isn't big enough to wrap himself around the Hulk, so
Yeah.
there's like it looks like stretched and torn and like
Oh, that's so
like
sick.
this. It's just awesome.
That's so cool.
So I think it was issue 36 or 7. Don't hold me to that of Ultimate Carnage. So go and read Ultimate Carnage. Go and read in fact, if you've not read Ultimate Carnage, read Ultimate Carnage from number 1 to now.
We don't have Ultimate
We don't
Carnage.
have Carnage. No.
I've been meaning to go back to the comic book store and picking up some new issues.
Yeah,
I
we'll
really
get
want
some
to start
stuff.
pick up some more Dark Horse
Yeah, I was reading a page from something the other day that was a Dark Horse original.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Dark Horse comics, great. We will have to start up the comic book club that we've been talking about.
I remember that idea.
The online one.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So we'll run one. We'll work out how to do it, and we'll get back to everyone. But I think it's a good idea. I think the comics are released Thursdays here, so we might have to do.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. There's a lot going on at the moment, so we'll get there.
Yeah.
What?
Mainly it's figuring out how to edit videos.
And not delete all.
And not delete them all. Well, it's not that the whole thing was deleted. One thing didn't go onto the hard drive, and the whole thing just decided to shit itself. It's pissed me off a little bit. Alright, I digress.
That's fine. I don't think anything else is particularly exciting happening.
Not really. I mean, I don't know if I want to say it because I did read it off like an indie site on but I think that's the Marvel and Sony deal. Or the new one.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Information subject to change without notice. Go.
Oh, okay.
Now we can't be sued.
Okay, cool. Well, I read a thing today, and I don't know if it's true or not, that Sony has decided to go back to Marvel with a deal saying that they will consider having... I think it was they would consider having Spider-Man back in the MCU, but Marvel will only do it... I think Sony will get 30%, and then Marvel will get the other, and then Marvel will pretty much get the rest. So Sony will still make money off of it, but not as much as they were making before. But I feel like if they still go ahead and they take Tom Holland's Spider-Man out of the MCU, like, indefinitely, they're going to lose money because everyone's just not going to get behind it. I mean, everybody is in love with, like, Tom Holland's Spider-Man being in the MCU. Like, they are... What do you call it? They, like, they're...
Yeah. I get what you mean.
They're invested in it in the MCU. So, it's just speculation. It's something that I read online. I thought it was cool. I hope it's true. I hope that they can, figure something out. Because if they are, that means they're actually thinking about the fans and not just thinking about how much money they want to make.
Yeah, didn't you say something earlier about Marvel saying they wanted Venom as well?
Yes.
Do you think that Venom works in the MCU?
I think they can make it work, because he is a very prominent character when it comes to...
Do you think they'd keep Tom Hardy?
Probably not. They'd probably find somebody else.
See, I don't like that because I might be one of the few people who really, really enjoyed Venom, and I'm actually looking forward to Venom 2.
I mean, I'm going to watch it. It's a Venom movie.
I feel like the problem with Venom was it was an origin story, and we've had so many of them in the last 10 years that we've become numb to them.
True.
I think Venom 2's... Venom 2... Because lots of people's problem with Venom was that it's set up for like an almost buddy cop scenario between Venom and Eddie Brock. And we didn't really get that till like the final act.
Yeah.
Because it was setting that up. They don't have to set that up. So now Venom 2 is that. So all the things that we were excited for in Venom 1 happen in Venom 2. Because we've had the build up to the... if they just showed up and Venom and Eddie Brock were just like buddies straight away, it wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah.
But that's not what we didn't... We wanted them to be friends straight away because we wanted that dynamic. We get that dynamic from the beginning in the next one.
But you also do kind of get... And the thing about the symbiote...
Also Woody Harrelson.
And yeah, true. Carnage. I'm actually looking forward to how they do Carnage. And I am trying to... I'll come back to that in a second, but the thing is with Tom Hardy in the Venom movie, the whole thing about the Venom, or like the symbiote, is that it's a very addictive substance.
Yeah.
And that the host is, like, they can't live without it, or they get that feeling like they can't live without it, like, because they have powers because of it. They're enhanced. And you do kind of see that, like, towards the, like, at the, pretty much, like, near the end of the film, where she thinks that Venom is gone and all that kind of stuff, and he is just, like, kind of keeping him a secret.
Yeah.
And trying to keep him for himself. So I do, and I did like how they kind of put that in. They did put that in there, saying like, we understand, we do get the character. We do have people who do understand the character, so we want to do right by the fans. But that being said, that movie, it was hit and miss for me. There were things in there, and you were right when you said that it is an origin movie, and we have become quite numb to origin movies because we've just like you see one, you've seen them all, and yeah. But I am hopefully they change the classification for the two
because if they're going to MA at least
to MA at least because if you're going to have carnage in a movie,
honestly, I think the problem is they need to not change it halfway through. So they went through making an R-rated Venom movie until 2 months before it came out. Then it got dropped to PG, and everything had to get like chopped and changed and shit. Yeah. And you could tell there were bits in there where you're like, that would have been really good if it was an R-rated.
Yeah,
like the bit where he bites the dude's head off, and you're like, it was clearly
like
and the fight with the cops where he's just like rips. You're like, he's clearly ripping people apart, but you're not allowed to see any of it.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, don't have a scene like that if you're not going to follow through.
Like,
and I don't mean I need blood and gore to make Venom good. It's just like, don't... Changing the tone of a film post-production never works.
I mean, Logan was... That was R-rated. That was R-rated. There was like one gore scene in it, and that was at the beginning. That's pretty much it.
There's that bit where he slams his clone into a tractor.
That's
the bit where he gets impaled on a tree.
Yes. Okay. So
there was
a bit
where he gets stabbed through a chest.
Okay. So there's
and that bit outside the thing in the desert.
What do you mean that thing?
Yeah, where they all show up with guns and she just starts like toe punching people with foot knife.
Yes.
It's a bloody movie.
It is. Okay.
It earned its R rating.
There are a handful of gory scenes in that movie, but just because it's R-rated doesn't mean the whole thing has to be like...
No, R-rated doesn't mean it doesn't have a story. Look, I mean, Logan and Deadpool both proved that a comic book movie works as an R-rated.
Yes. I feel like Venom would benefit as an R-rated movie. It would just means that like you can see him at his... You could definitely see Carnage at full Carnage.
Yeah, Carnage... I don't think Carnage the character works well in R-rated.
No, because his name is Carnage.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's pure carnage. Also, just, It just,
Yeah.
Pull your finger out of your ass, Sony. He says, pointing at his Sony camera, having just played a Sony PlayStation.
Yeah, Sony.
Pull your finger out of your ass, Sony.
Yes, Sony.
Sue me. Please don't. We have fun. Anything else you want to add? Anything you're super excited for other than Kakarot? I know we're both dying for this game.
Yeah. And I'm actually kind of proud of ourselves that we didn't really say much, that we didn't talk the entire podcast about it, considering the last
That's all
podcast.
we did for the last day.
Yeah, it's just talk about it, plus I'm wearing a Dragon Ball shirt.
Yeah. No, we're big Dragon Ball fans, so
yeah.
It's great. Just I can't wait for this game. I need this game to come
I keep on getting like little snippets of gameplay.
Yeah.
Of like
so they're releasing trailer by the Saga, which I love. So it was like you had the first one, and then you had the Frieza Saga trailer, and then the Cell Saga trailer, and they just released the Boo Saga trailer.
Yeah. And
then there's like a bit of gameplay.
Because like I noticed, because like there must be like you must be able to do like a little bit of free roam and all that.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
like
stuff.
a full, allegedly a full RPG.
Oh,
so like you can stack your character however you want, but you do it all within the confines of your Goku.
That's so awesome.
Which I love. Like that's great. That's how Dragon Ball games should be. It's like Xenoverse if Xenoverse was better. It was good. It just wasn't great. There was a lot of stuff they put in the game that there were levels in the game you couldn't achieve. Like, it just couldn't happen. So it's like I played the first one as a Namekian, and that was alright. The gameplay was a bit clunky. And I played the second one as a Saiyan because they made a big point of having added Super to Xenoverse 2, and I was like, that's sweet. So I played as a Saiyan, only to get to Super Saiyan 3, and then get told I couldn't progress any further. Even though if you were Goku or Vegeta, you could progress to Blue.
Yes.
But, like, if you're a Saiyan, and you're in a game where the whole thing is you train with people
Yeah.
to get different moves and you can fight to get better and all this stuff.
Yeah.
To lock off your top 2 tiers of a certain race
Yeah.
just because is ridiculous. Like, the fact that I could only get to Super Saiyan 3, but not... And they would make you fight Goku and Vegeta at Blue, which is ridiculous. They'd be like, yeah, no, this is very hard. And you're like, okay, so can I go and train and get stronger? They're like, no, you just have to fight them like that. And you're like,
It's not about training.
so
it's
why
just
can I not have the God form? And they're like, because you suck. That was
Beat
it. There
them
was
and
like
see
no
what happens.
reasoning. It was not like, oh, you don't have the things to unlock this ability. It was just like, no, because we said so. So thanks, Bandai. Thanks very much. So I hope that they add stuff like that to this because...
I mean, it would be weird if they didn't, because
Oh, like Blue is definitely in it.
yeah,
There's
I wonder
no
if
way
God
it's not.
form. I wonder if God
It would
level-
be ridiculous for me for them not to have all of the forms of it.
Mm.
And I mean all of the forms. Like if you
You
can't
would
do if
definitely
you can't
need
do
it.
Ultra Instinct,
You would need it if
I'd
if they
say
put the
from
fight if
I assume that the final fight is you versus Broly.
that's gonna be so awesome.
It's gonna be controller breakingly annoying. I'm gonna win.
Like controller breaking and annoying how you
We don't talk about that.
don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about that.
You rage quit.
I didn't rage quit. The game's still on. Asshole.
You just kick the bottle and threw
I did kick a bottle. Okay, the bottle was empty.
It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, well, we have fun. I don't think there's any more news anymore.
I can't really think of it.
I'm pretty sure Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Outcast comes out tomorrow, is re-released tomorrow.
On
PS4, I believe.
So I'm assuming you're
So I'm gonna pump this Batman game tonight,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna get it. Yeah,
yeah, nice.
yeah. I mean, I've got to do something. Waiting for Star Wars Fallen Order, Jedi
Oh, yeah.
Fallen Order. So yeah, it'll be keen.
Yeah, I'm keen about it.
Yeah, so we'll be at Comic-Con next week. I will post pictures of our outfit online. And if you see us, you can come say hi.
Yes.
We'll be the ones holding a camera and trying really badly to do something serious for a change.
Yeah.
We'll be there Saturday for a little bit. We're not doing any recording or anything like that on Saturday. Sunday we're there all day, like from open to close, which is a fucking big day.
So Saturday we're there.
Saturday we're there. We're there from open to about midday, 1 o'clock.
Yep.
And then we've got some stuff to do, so we got to go.
Yep.
And then
Sunday.
Sunday we're there, open to close, or maybe a bit later than to close. It does also mean that there won't be a podcast that week.
Mm. But instead,
There'll be some other stuff. There'll be like us at Comic-Con and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So there'll be a video out in place of the podcast. There just won't be a podcast.
Like
Or there'll be like a
there'll be-
short one outside of Comic-Con or something.
Yeah. If I can redo that video, I can try and get that one out.
Yeah, there'll be stuff. There'll be stuff.
There'll be
anyway.
stuff.
But I think we'll call it there for today.
Yeah.
So if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm Review by Lich.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm Jared at JaredKiddo1.
We are on all forms of social media.
Yes.
That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Real Talk Pop Culture Discussions.
Mhm.
I assume you're on YouTube watching this, so just go down to the bottom, hit the bell icon,
Mhm.
and then hit subscribe,
Yes.
then hit like, and then share with all of your friends, and something incredibly magical will happen. Subject to change without notice. So as always, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. This has been Real Talk Podcast, episode 27.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
Stay sexy.